What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I can hear myself. I love that. I'm just getting everything set up here for my group, people that pay me, get a front row seat to this. So just give me 1 second. Okay. What's going on, everybody? Today, we are going to talk about turning your passion into a business. Today might be kind of cool because I have somebody that I talked to recently that might be jumping on here with me to have a conversation. So I'm going to go reach out to them, see if they're around. And while I wait for them, I'm going to talk about more things that doing your passion for your business gives you. There are some folks online that are anti passion. It's kind of funny. But there's multiple ways to talk about doing your passion. Some people look at find your passion as like, oh, this is the end all be all thing that I will never grow tired of ever in my life. However, life is about change, it's about evolution, it's about growing. So your passion will evolve as you evolve. So that's sort of the thing. So yeah, finding like one topic that you're gonna stick with for your whole life, like skateboarding. Like I'm gonna be the skateboarding guy for my entire life. I don't know. Maybe some people do that, but it's really rare if it does happen. So passions definitely evolve, and there's a lot of anti-passion people that are kind of talking about the version that is an infinite passion. They're not really thinking about how it kind of evolves with you. So finding your passion is just kind of like getting on a pathway. It's like getting on track where once you do figure out what you're really loving and what you really love to do, it's a lot easier to stay on that track and sort of evolve with it than it is to. Um, it's easy. It's easier to do that than it is to like find it from nothing. I think that's what I was trying to say. So give me 1 second. Got a dude here. And if he is around, we'll chat about whatever it is that he was wanting to chat about. Um, okay. While I'm waiting for that, here's the reason I'm going to talk about today to do this. Last time I talked about time, today is about energy. When you do something that you are passionate about, well, I mean, this might be just obvious to you. When you do something you're passionate about, you will somehow acquire more energy. Even if you're tired that day, it's crazy. You could be tired you could be working all day, you could be busy the whole day, and then at the end of the day, you still somehow have time and energy for certain things, right? You make sure that you get those things in, and it's sort of like for some of us, it's like self care. For some of us, it's like we need to recharge. You might be thinking of relaxing. I'm not talking about relaxing. That's not your passion. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe you're really passionate about like helping people relax. I don't know. Maybe you're going to become the relaxing master. I shouldn't judge, but it's probably something that you do, that you get your hands on, that you create, and it somehow energizes you. Like you could be the most tired, you could be sleep deprived, and somehow you'll still have energy for this thing. So that's like one of the biggest factors when it comes to building a business is having energy for the thing when you don't maybe have energy anymore, or where you're burnt out on other stuff. Maybe you're taking care of a kid, or maybe you are maybe you're being consumed by DMV visits, or you're trying to get health insurance, or you're doing something where it's taking up a lot of your time, and you still want to have like energy to grow your business. But if it's something that you don't really care about, you're probably not going to do it. Like, just honestly, if you're tired, you're probably not going to put time and energy into growing your business, especially not energy. It's going to be one of the last things you're thinking, because when you have a business built around something that you don't necessarily love to do, you will find excuses to do things that you do love to do instead of the thing that you don't love to do. I hope that makes sense. So, like the person that loves walking will always walk farther than the person that does not love walking or that they just want the destination. So, if you're like a destination person, you're like, I'm just doing this business so that I can get X number of dollars, or so that I can get famous, or that I can get this. It's good to have goals like that, but you're going to, number one, you'll be burnt out once you hit the goal, because you'll get to the goal and you won't have something, bigger that you necessarily wanted for all that time, unless you were thinking about it. Or you will get burnt out on the way to the goal because you don't like what you're doing on the way, and you'll realize that you're creating this lifestyle that's kind of like going the opposite direction of where you really wanted to go. So that's kind of what happens. Um, so that's why I heavily advocate for this, is just follow your passion. Like, follow what you are passionate about right now. I think that's one of the best starts that you can make. Is there's something that's probably calling to you right this very second as you listen to my voice. There's probably something that you've maybe been thinking about for a long time, or that you've been like, I want to do that, but I'm kind of afraid to do X, Y, and Z to be able to do that. Like, maybe it requires you to meet people or do something in public, or say something uncomfortable to people. These are all normal obstacles that everybody faces. It's not something that you should feel ashamed or bad about at all. So, um, just thinking where I was. Yeah. So when you follow a passion, you are just going to have more energy. It's kind of like a universe rule. I don't really honestly know how to explain it, but and maybe, this is speculation. I'm just thinking out loud, but maybe your body kind of rations off energy to make sure that you have energy to do things to keep you alive, to do what you love. I honestly think that doing something that you love is like a form of self care. It's almost like a survival need, because if you imagine somebody who's stuck in a jail cell, or they're in solitary confinement, which is even worse, and they can't access any kind of creativity, or um, like anything that anyone else has created, like they can't access anything that they're passionate about, they just kind of wither into nothing. And we know this. Somehow we keep doing this to people, but yeah, you need a passion. Like, if you don't like your work, I'm sorry. This is why I'm here. So, if anybody's watching this and you want to have a conversation about turning your passion into a business, maybe you're tired of gurus charging you 5, 10, 15, $20,000 for like a course, and then the course teaches you to do things a certain way, and then you don't like the way that it's being done, and it doesn't align with you, and you realize it was kind of working for the person who made the course, but it doesn't work for really a lot of people who take the course. Like, it works for some people, but not really a lot. Um, like that kind of stuff. That's why I do this. I want you to find clarity on what you're doing so you can create your own path that's going to work for you. And even people who don't end up making a ton of money with this method, you end up at least liking what you do. So you're going to get something out of it, whether you make a ton of money or not, which is what I find really worth it. Very, very, very worth it. Now, I did not get a response, so I may just connect with him and see if we can schedule another time. But like I said, if you are into this kind of thing and you would like to jump on with me at any point, I'll probably going to be live tomorrow, maybe Sunday as well, talking about this. If you at any point would like to jump on and have a conversation, I would love to help you with any step that you're currently on, whether it's what the hell do I do, whether it's how do I turn this weird thing into a business? Or I've turned it into a business idea, but it's not making money. Like I need ideas, that type of stuff. I would absolutely love to have a conversation with you if that is you. Let's see how to let me know. Just message me. If you're on Facebook, send me a message. If you're watching this in my client community, you can text me. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a comment or say something in the chat, and I will go see it. And tag me. That's probably better, right? So I'll get a notification. So yeah, with that said, I got this cool little thing. Watch this. Woohoo! Like and subscribe. Yay! Do that and support my channel so that I can help more people find their passion and turn it into a business, please. Okay. Now, now that we got all that out of the way, I'm just gonna kind of like sign off here. How long have we been live? 10 minutes. That's great. Yeah, I'm gonna jump out of here. And if you would like to get more help turning your passion into a business, like if you want actual mentorship, one-on-one time, courses, programs that help you turn your passion into a business without like buy this software, buy this tool, use this thing that's going to cost you more money. I'm not like, there's nothing that nickels and dimes you in my program. Just helps you turn your passion into a business. You don't really need to pay for stuff to do that. So just let me know. And I will see you like tomorrow or the next day, whenever you jump on here. Later.